Reality is not just what we see, touch, or feel. It is something that goes far beyond the five senses. It is a complex symphony of perceptions. Desire, in its purest form, reflects our inner being and its aspirations in this life. Desire is the life force that drives us. Its realization is directly related to the clarity and purity of that will. Without desire, we are like a flame without oxygen. Pure desire aligned with our higher self can lead us towards enlightenment and serves as a guide on this journey. Meditation has the power to connect us with the four-dimensional self. Most people have a limited perception of themselves and the world. Through meditation, they can realize that they are not just the body, but a soul that inhabits it, a consciousness not bound by time and space. Many people have observed events before they happen in this three-dimensional world. If humans can predict an event before it occurs in the three dimensions of space, then life on Earth must follow a divine plan. This plan must exist in another dimension and move slowly through our space, giving meaning to all the chaos and life that coexists on this planet. If the events observed were not yet in this world logically, they were outside of it or in another plane of consciousness. Anything seen there before it happens here must be predetermined from the perspective of someone awake in this three-dimensional world. Understanding this gives us the key to altering our reality. We are more shaped by our beliefs and feelings than by our actions, as our reality is a reflection of our inner state. What we believe and who we believe ourselves to be, our actions and experiences are reflections of this self-image. If we were to see ourselves in a new light, our reality would be different. Changing how we view ourselves automatically changes the course of our future. Any change in the image we have of ourselves alters our reality. Therefore, it is crucial to recognize our creative power. Every transformation begins in our consciousness. The future, even if meticulously planned, has countless possibilities. With every decision we make, we stand at a crossroads of destinies, choosing among multiple possible futures and timelines. We all have two perspectives, one earthly and one spiritual. The ancients called them the carnal mind and the mind of Christ. We can see them as everyday consciousness guided by our senses and imagination, driven by our deepest desires. This duality is manifested in the assertion that the natural man does not understand the things of the Spirit of God. For earthly vision, reality is the immediate present, while the past and the future are abstractions. Spiritual vision sees beyond, encompassing time in its entirety, with no sense of past, present, or future. To see the invisible, we must sometimes shift our mind away from sensory evidence and focus on the intangible, feeling and visualizing it until it is as real as the physical world. Deep and focused thinking can block out distractions and immerse us completely in a desired reality. Focusing on the desired state is key to manifesting it. The act of diverting our attention from the sensory world and concentrating it on the realm of the invisible enhances our spiritual vision. Creation is clearly perceived in the invisible dimensions or the imagination. Vision does not depend on our physical senses. We must cultivate and develop it. Without it, spiritual truths remain inaccessible, as they are discernible only through this elevated vision. Through practice, we discover an astonishing power. By controlling our imagination, we can shape our future according to our desires. Desire is the driving force behind all our actions. Without it, we wouldn't lift a finger. Everything we do is propelled by the dominant desire in our hearts. When we overcome an addiction, it's because the desire to conquer it is stronger than the desire to maintain it. The desires that move us are those that ignite our inner fire and fill us with energy. Desire is the recognition of something missing, something that would make our existence more complete. At its core, every desire seeks personal benefit. The communication between the spiritual man and the earthly man is through the language of desires. The key to advancing in life and achieving our dreams lies in the immediate response to this call. Loyally obeying this voice is like instantly embracing the fulfilled desire. Wanting something is, in some way, already possessing it, as Pascal wisely said. You would not have sought me if you had not already found me. By internalizing the feeling of a fulfilled desire and acting with that conviction, we change the future in line with that belief and align ourselves with the timeline in which we make that desire a reality. Our beliefs have the power to materialize what they affirm. Once we internalize the feeling of a fulfilled desire, our four-dimensional being devises ways to bring it to fruition and reveals methods to make that desire a reality. The clearest and most direct way to manifest our desires is to experience in our imagination what we would feel if we had already achieved our goal. This imaginative experience provides the means for its realization. With our expanded vision, our four-dimensional self orchestrates the necessary means to achieve the desired end. However, an untrained mind may find it difficult to accept a state that contradicts sensory perceptions. But there is a technique that facilitates the realization of what we want to manifest, allowing us to invoke what is not yet visible as if it were already real. Many underestimate the power of the simple, but this seemingly simple formula for shaping the future was discovered after years of research and experimentation. The first step in redefining the future is to have a clear desire, to know exactly what you want. Then, visualize an event that symbolizes the fulfillment of that desire, in which you are the protagonist. The third step is to relax the body to a state close to sleep. Sit down, close your eyes, focus on the desire you want to experience. Imagine yourself fully engaged in that action, as if it were happening here and now. Remember that you must be at the center of this action, experiencing it, not merely a spectator. For this imaginative experience to become tangible, it's crucial to remember that the imagined action must be a direct consequence of the fulfillment of your desire. You must immerse yourself in this visualization until it becomes as vivid as reality. After choosing the specific action to visualize, relax your body and reach a drowsy state while still controlling the direction of your thoughts. In this relaxed yet alert state, imagine in detail the situations you would experience with your desire fulfilled. Engage in an imaginary conversation aligned with the desired action. Don't see yourself from the outside, as if you were observing a scene from a distance. Instead, feel present, living the moment and experiencing this moment here and now. This makes all the difference, transforming a distant place into here and the future into now. The difference between actively feeling involved in an action and merely seeing yourself doing something is what separates success from failure. To understand this, try visualizing yourself climbing a staircase. Now, with your eyes closed, imagine that you have a staircase right in front of you and genuinely feel yourself climbing each step. Feel the solidity of each step. When climbing, physical stillness at the threshold of sleep and imaginative action, where you feel present here and now, are not only crucial for shaping the future, but also essential conditions for consciously projecting the spiritual self. When our physical body is still, we become more receptive to the idea of undertaking an imaginary action, making us feel like we are really doing something here and now, and maintaining that imaginative scene until sleep envelops us. It is possible that we will awaken outside of our physical body, in a more expansive world of infinite possibilities, experiencing with heightened perception what we desired and imagined doing in the material world. However, whether we awaken in that plane or not, we are executing this action in the world of 4 dimensions, and eventually, this action will manifest in the world of 3 dimensions, as long as we maintain this inner state of the fulfilled desire. My experience has shown the importance of choosing a specific imaginative action, condensing the idea into a single act, and repeating it in our minds until it feels real. Otherwise, our attention may scatter and drift towards a series of associated images and thoughts, diverting us from our initial goal. If we become distracted, it is essential to return to the action of climbing that specific section of the staircase and repeat it in our minds until it feels as real as tangible reality. The idea is for this visualization to happen effortlessly, with the feeling of the fulfilled desire naturally filling our mind. Drowsiness can assist in this process, as it facilitates effortless focus. However, we must not fall completely asleep, losing control over our consciousness. The ideal state is a light relaxation, where we still have mastery over our thoughts. An even more effective way to materialize a desire is to feel body and soul as if it were already fulfilled, and then, in a state of deep relaxation, repeat short phrases symbolizing the fulfillment of that desire, like a mantra. A phrase like "thank you," for example, can be used as if you were thanking a higher power for granting your desire. However, if you seek conscious projection into a more expansive plane, we must hold on to that imaginative action until sleep envelops us. Experience in your imagination, with all the vividness of reality, what you would feel if your desire were fulfilled here and now. Over time, you will perceive it in the physical world, just as you experienced it in your mind. Feed your mind with affirmations that are true, even if they seem unreal to the senses and your current situation. If you persist in them until they feel real, they will manifest as truths in your life. Remember that reality is a reflection of our inner state. Imagination is the foundation of faith and hope. Each of us possesses a more powerful tool than all the weapons in the world combined: our imagination. With it, we can create any reality we desire. Imagination is the lens through which we see our future. So don't let it be clouded by fear and doubt. Keep it clear, always aimed at what you wish to achieve. Cultivating the ability to visualize, believe, and be certain that your desire is already a fact is the formula for creation. Through it, you will not only shape your future but also become the master of your own destiny. Harmonized with the cosmic flow of the universe, we remove limitations, leave doubts behind, and embrace faith and hope. You are a divine being living a human experience. Never forget this. Believe that you can achieve everything, and it will be so. Believe that you can't handle anything, and that will reflect in your life. Give yourself permission to embrace your greatness and live true to your infinite potential. Experience and create the most extraordinary reality you can imagine. All you need is your imagination and a change in your inner state. Accept what you desire as a fact and live it in your reality. Thank you for making it this far. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful for learning how to transmute your internal energy. Don't forget to like and comment on what you thought. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss more videos.